You may know from Michel de Marquez's book Thiaoouba the Golden Planet that originally there was only the superior intelligence, and he had imagination in which he imagined absolutely everything that would ever exist in the universe. Having an overall view of what he wanted to create, the superior intelligence instantly created the four forces of the universe, with the help of which he produced what scientists call the Big Bang. And so the universe was creating itself, and there was no more darkness. The question is, what is the universe made of? What is the foundation of everything else? My current opinions and hypotheses are as follows. It seems like everything in the universe is a vibration. But what exactly is vibrating? I made the assumption that it's infinite space, and the vibrations themselves create what we call time. Also, the word period is more suitable here. Time, from the point of view of the superior intelligence, is eternally present. Also, vibrations are what I believe some religions mean by light when talking about the creation of the universe by the superior intelligence. For example, in the Bible, vibrations create data that can be interpreted. For example, we have vision thanks to the brain's processing of data coming from the vibrations of electromagnetic radiation. And we have hearing thanks to the vibrations of the molecules in the atmosphere. Before the Spirit created the universe, there were no vibrations. This is what some religious people call darkness, and darkness is the absence of data. Telekinesis, I believe, has to do with how Spirit has set space in motion. But the maximum we can achieve is to learn how to levitate and reach a speed of no more than 7 kilometers per hour. I think that individual people are hardly capable of creating something material only by their willpower alone. And this should make it clear that Savo was not joking when she said that the Spirit was and is infinitely powerful, powerful beyond the comprehension of any human mind. Of course, the very fact of the creation of such a huge universe, with all the abundance of a huge number of particles in it, should have already led to that understanding. The only thing that really exists is vibrations of space. Everything else is an interpretation of the world for consciousness, built from the incoming data from our senses, if we talk about the physical body, and from other receptors if we talk about other bodies. So, for example, we can experience the world in our astral body when we leave our physical body in an astral projection. In lucid dreams, we can also see and hear as if it were reality, a world made of atoms. But dreams are most definitely made of other particles or vibrations, which I believe may be smaller than protons. So told Michelle when she created the illusion for him that in it she could make him believe that the comet was freezing him instead of burning him. It could be the same in reality. Feeling cold and hot is just an interpretation of the data. In another version of the universe, we might feel cold when we sit near a fire, and we would feel hot every time we'd open the refrigerator. It's the same with vision. Red could be blue, and vice versa. And high-frequency sounds could be perceived by us as a hum, and low-frequency sounds as a squeak. Having said all this, the question arises, how do these vibrations of infinite space interact with each other? Why don't they go in different directions, like waves on a pond? Sao taught us that at first the superior intelligence created the four forces of the universe, and only then, with their help, initiated the first and most powerful nuclear explosion in the universe, which is known to us as the Big Bang. The first force, atomic, has to do with the creation of matter and star systems with their planets. The second force, cosmic, has to do with the creation of animals and plants. The third force, astronomic, has to do with the creation of humans. We were created by the third force, not the second one, because humans have 9 bodies and animals have 3. And the last force is related only to spirituality. I assume that these forces make everything that exists in the universe behave according to the rules of the superior intelligence. It is they who hold the vibrations together when needed. Finally, I will quote from Michel de Marquet's book. When he left his house, he saw the following. I had only walked a few steps when, quite suddenly, the color of the philodendrons changed. The wall of the house too, and the pandanus, all were bathed in a kind of bluish light. The lawn seemed to undulate beneath my feet, and the ground beneath the pandanus waved too. The philodendrons distorted, and the wall of the house resembled a sheet floating in the wind. After a couple of seconds, Michel was transferred to the parallel universe. The undulating lawn and the waving ground beneath the pandanus. I believe that once again we can see an example that everything material in our universe has a vibrational nature. I won't delve into this topic too much, because we still have a lot to learn about our world, and I don't want to make mistakes in my reflections. If you're interested in learning more, you can watch my video about time. In it, I also touched upon the topics of matter, vibrations, and infinite space. Thank you for watching and all the best to you.